But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. This is Guerrilla Grooves Radio, once again live here at TME Studios every single Tuesday from 7 to 1, Freddie?
Whenever the fuck we feel like.
I love it. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is an honor and pleasure. Once again, the final drop right there that you heard is of this man who's sitting about 24 centimeters away from me. Ladies and gentlemen, a fucking DJ legend. Let's make some noise. Clap your titties for my man, Chill Will.
Alright. Yeah.
Holy shit. Chill Will from the east side.
East side.
Holy shit.
FTE, baby. FTE.
So, can you break down real quick the importance of a mixtape to somebody's life in the early 90s? I'm talking about the actual tape. A Maxell.
Oh yeah, no question. I mean, back then, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s, everybody was recording the radio, you know what I mean? So that, you know, Mr. Magic, all that, Rap Attack and all that. But, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Brucey B, Hollywood and all that Star Chat. So I'm back there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
so those were the people that made you want to.
That you started.
That got you started. Say, you know what? I want to be a DJ myself.
Nah. I want to say they got me started.
Okay.
Let's get that clear. Like,
I'm trying to navigate who you are.
Like, who I am is, you know what I mean? I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? I got the mixtape. Here go one of my first joints right here. It's the TDK joint. So you know what I mean? My first joint is where we used to number them.
And where was that coming out of too, Chill Will?
Harlem, you know what I'm saying? East Harlem, you know what I'm saying? El Barrio, shout out, you know what I'm saying? All my East Side people, Jefferson and Johnson, Lex Ave, Mad Mob Ave, you know what I'm saying? What up? But yeah, you know what I mean? I started doing the joints on the cassette, and what happened is a lot of people wanted their own customized tapes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where it all started. Like, so I started putting my own little joints together, and then people was like, yo, I'll give you, I throw you 100, I throw you this, I throw you that, if you just shout my crew out, be like.
Shout out.
So I'm like, oh, okay, no doubt, you know what I mean? I was a beast back then.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Back then we had the backpacks and all that, and then, you know what I'm saying? So I used to go to different hoods and all that, and they used to say, yo, you know, shout out my hood, shout this out. And I used to shout everybody out, just to, you know what I'm saying, lace me, and that's how I started with the tapes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I started saying, yo, I'm gonna just branch this out, being like, I was a beast, man. That's what I'm saying.
You were a beast because
no, you are a beast.
I'm trying to explain it so much, man.
Yeah. Nah, go ahead, baby.
But,
what about it?
The reason why, you know what I'm saying, I'm a legend, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people really don't know who I am, you know what I mean? So this is forums like this for me to get on and let y'all know what it is I was a beast back then. Back then with the mixtapes and all that, a lot of DJs wasn't going full-fledged with it.
No.
I was doing house parties. I was sliding flies under people's doors, like, you know what I'm saying, like they was like from the supermarket or some shit like that.
And his mixtapes was circulating because I'm a kid from Queens, right? So back in the 90s, I used to buy all my tapes, all my mixtapes, everything from Hot Wax Music. And Chill Will's music, his tapes were there. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple of the Chill Will tapes in my stash, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to this brother, you know what I mean?
Chill Will was and we're going to go back into this, right? So we're going back into the early 90s.
You know about Hot Wax, Chill Will.
We're going to be going
Stereo Palace,
Music Factory, man.
So we're going into the early 90s, right? We're going to the early 90s where we had an abundance. Like, if you were a New York City person, you had the opportunity to go to all these spots, as my man L.I.F.E.Long mentioned. You go to all these spots and you had just an array of mixtapes, right? So Chill Will was at the front of the books. Remember, you go to a spot and they would have books, and you're like, yo, what mixtape is popping right now, right? And it'd be like Ron G, SNS, Chill Will, right? And it was because not only did you shout heads out, but you had deaf motherfucking blends, B.
No doubt. I mean, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, SNS, you mentioned SNS.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Doo-Wop, you know what I mean? Me and Doo-Wop was cool.
Action Pack.
Shout out to all of them. I'm just naming people that, you know what I'm saying, back then, how we double on them. But we saying back in the 90s, I don't know if double on them, like, you know what I mean, as it was in the 90s right then, they came out, you know what I mean?
Their first joint was, I remember getting a double R 10, and that shit was already like 91, 92.
Okay.
So you guys were on the same era.
Nah, no
but,
doubt.
but they weren't big, like heavy on like shouting out the hoods the way you were.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Shout out, and that's another thing. Shout out to Tony Touch, yo. Tony Touch. Get me in those Tuesdays, B. He do the Tuesdays.
Yeah.
He had every DJ there. You ain't have Chill Will. What?
Oh, let's make that happen. I know a couple heads on there.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? But one reason why I shout him out, because you know what I'm saying, Doo-Wop, Tony Touch. I was one of the first, I would say, you know what I'm saying, that I know of, was putting all the different underground MCs on the tapes from the hoods. So you know what I'm saying? So that's how I got a lot of love, you know what I'm saying? And then also then WAP, you know what I'm saying? I bumped into WAP because you know what I'm saying, a lot of people know me, the streets, the hood, they know me from flipping tables and beating bootleggers over the head and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You get your leg broke.
So y'all give me Chill Will, I'm coming in like that's it. So you know what I mean? So that's how, you know what I'm saying, me and WAP met. And then a lot of people started know, the squads and everything, because I had the Fruit Flavor fan back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Triple F. So I had my brother, my sister, we all, you know what I'm saying, like as a family. But that was one thing, you know what I'm saying? My joint was the Fruit Flavors, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And the Fruit Flavors basically is different genres of music, you know what I'm saying, corporate in one. It's fruitful, you know what I'm saying? So I say, no, I don't call this shit Fruit Flavors.
I don't want to pause you right there, but I have to stop you real quick because big up to my man, Solid Someone. I was like, yo, I'm gonna have Chill Will on the show tonight. And he said, yo, let's get fruity.
Wow.
Yo. And that shit, it was, yo, dude, I'll be honest with you, beyond the Craig G's and the SNS's and all these people, you had that fucking slogan, which was, to this day, like, yo, you tell me Chill Will from the East Side, let's get fruity. And that's where that came from. That was actually a question, but you answered it before I asked it.
I mean,
dope.
Yeah, that's what the Fruit Flavors, basically came about too. And like now people today say like, yo, man, push that, man, because anything is like, anything goes, like, you know what I'm saying, pause, everything goes like today, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, bring it back, baby.
Bring it back.
Yo, Chill, break down real quick, who was in the Fruit Flavors too, man? Like, because I know you had like just a entourage of DJs that ran with you too, like proteges on the come up. Who was the squad back then?
It was, I didn't really have DJs down with me, but I always show love to the DJs. Like I said, I had my Masterpiece 2. That was the first, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the first DJs that really put all the DJs on it, and you know what I'm saying, on a
What year was that?
Right.
That was I think that was a 92. 92. That was 92.
Wow.
Masterpiece 2. Matter of fact, I'm gonna answer this question. Well,
do it.
I had Ted Smoke, cause you know what I'm saying, I'm shouting these DJs out that don't give me no love. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100.
That's a problem. That's a problem with hip-hop.
Not to say that I'm saying Ted Smoke don't show me love, but anyway, Ted Smoke was on the joint. I had Action Pack on the joint.
Action Pack.
I had Showtime on the joint.
DJ Showtime.
I had DJ Orion.
Wow.
I had Rampage.
Rampage, yes.
Who else I had on there?
These are all like you bring me back to like DJs that I would go to like the Harlem Music Hut because I was in Washington Heights, so I just take the fucking one train down, and these are all.
Shout out Phil.
This is one of the brothers that was a
Phil Real. Get out of here, you know Phil Real.
Yo.
We went to high school together. Oh shit,
Chill Will
is
one of the brothers that was there with the Justo Mixtape Awards. Rest in peace to Justo. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's like we taking it back to that level. You know what I mean? We got a legend in the building. Can we get?
How long I'm here though? Cause I could talk.
Nah, of course.
Not even.
But what we're gonna do is that we established the legendary aspect because we have a whole bunch of guests and we got.
No doubt.
We don't have that much time, but yo. Now we established the legendary aspect, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you don't know who he is, go to ChillWillMusic.com. Once again, it's ChillWillMusic.com. The man is sporting some beautiful Chill Will outfits. I'm sure you can probably cop it on the website. ChillWill.com. Chill Will from the East Side. So now let's get into what you're doing right now, my brother. What's going on right now?
Exactly.
Where can we find you? Are you still DJing house? What are you DJing now?
You said DJ house.
You said you were.
Oh, you said house parties.
Yeah. Oh my bad. House parties.
But house, I play everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
House is dope.
Because a lot of DJs, they was playing house. That's what they doing. But that was another thing.
That's where the pussy's at.
I played everything back then. That was another thing. You know what I'm saying? I played reggae. And I blend reggae 90s. I was one of the first. But anyway,
vinyl. how, I mean, my bad, one quick question before we get to you done. As a person who's putting out mixtapes that were being bought all over New York City, doing it on vinyl, how was that transition for you from vinyl into working with digital aspects?
I mean, to be keeping 100, I'm still DJing on vinyl.
What? He did a show yesterday.
I did the show live on Facebook. Check out my Facebook, facebook.com/ChillWill FTE.
Yeah.
ChillWill, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
ChillWill FTE, you know what I'm saying? Facebook. But anyway, I mean, it was. I mean, the DJ on what you call it, the CDJs and the controllers, all of that. You know what I mean? A lot of DJs, yo, I'm nice on anything. I like to keep it straight vinyl though. It's a different feel.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
You know what I mean? But you go on Facebook, you'll see I'm having fun with it. I'm letting people know I'm still in my element. I actually, you know what I'm saying, all my masterpieces, all those from the 90s, all the music, I got all that on the flash drive. You know what I'm saying? I got everything on the flash drive, a 4 gig flash drive. You can get that. So I'm current. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here, y'all. I'm still, you know what I mean?
Where can they get that too? Because I know
ChillWillMusic.com is all anything ChillWill Music. You know what I'm saying? You can find me. Just tell, you know what I'm saying?
Search that. Everything. Just like you know,
search that.
Archives.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
ChillWillMusic.com. People out there.
We'll talk about this mixtape. I think me and Freddie are gonna go half and half on this.
I got some tapes, man.
Me and Freddie gonna go on this TDK, I think.
No doubt.
But ChillWillMusic.com. So now, what are we doing now, ChillWill? In the sense of like any gigs, any people you're working with? I think I saw a YouTube video that had some MCs and shit that I didn't even recognize, but they were shouting you out. You talk about that?
I mean, yeah, a lot of people show love, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Logi Music. I did a remix for Lumidee. Shout out to Beg No Friends, you know what I'm saying? Strictly Roots. A lot of people knew that joint. That was real big. We tried to get it on BT, but you know, but
it was still a classic.
Yeah, it was definitely, and it still is. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe was on that. Grand Poobah.
It was crazy too.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to DJ Fashion. You know what I'm saying? That brought me along.
DJ Fashion.
DJ Fashion. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Phil Gates. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and then there's a lot of people that I'm still, you know what I'm saying, trying to network with, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But I'm getting.
You just did the joint for Will Porter. You just hosted the tape for Will Porter.
Yeah, I just hosted that, you know what I'm saying? And I used to be here, like you said, you know what I'm saying, RP, you know what I'm saying, Justo, you know what I'm saying, I still work with Justo. I was doing the music choice. Right now I'm on Blog Talk, a Blog Talk show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, doing that. And
I used to go to Apollo, man, for those mixtape awards, so I remember just the influence that you had on that. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, yo, man, thank you for just all the stuff that you've done, man.
Word,
just
man.
Put down, man. You definitely are a pioneer DJ that I feel like laid the groundwork for a lot of the DJs that are doing it out here now. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the DJs, because they definitely show me, you know what I'm saying, it's the respect, you know what I'm saying?
And a party DJ on ChillWill, because you gotta understand, listen, hold on.
No. I'm gonna stop you.
Okay.
Because I don't think
you might gotta bring that record back.
I don't think there's DJs out here right now that are up to ChillWill status.
Yeah,
man. Like they
seriously.
I'll be honest.
Because the thing about it was, like I said, I was in Queens, so I knew about the tapes, going to Hot Wax, going to different places. So I already knew about his tapes that was going on. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it was, my argument, not even an argument, but just, I knew about the parties he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So ChillWill was where the shorties was at.
Oh, no doubt.
I got that.
That's where I was trying to go.
You get your slide on with that reggae.
So if you're a DJ now,
that reggae's murder.
Word.
I just did a party on vinyl.
See?
It's a cheat. I put that on. Forget it. People right away.
If you ain't doing parties nowadays, if you ain't doing parties with other boroughs that knowing where you at, you know what I'm saying? And ChillWill had all the boroughs. Still has all the boroughs on lock.
If you ain't putting out TDK 90-minute tapes.
Seriously.
I'm hoping y'all getting a lot of information, man, because I'm a brother. I really don't talk much, B. Like,
what they know about the rooftop,
if you give me the mic and I do my thing, that's when, like, you know, my personality come out.
Because you hype people up.
So what they know about the tunnel, son? What they know about the rooftop? But they know about the Palladium. They don't even know about these
places. I'm 100 with y'all right now. This spot here, I was here when this spot wasn't here, B.
See? There you go. See?
And I ain't that old though. But my point is, I've been around. You know what I'm saying? Like this was
indigenous people walking around.
Nah. They used to do promotional music. Shout out to Buddha Sess. You know Buddha.
Buddha Sess.
Of course. I used to go to his parties. You know what I'm saying?
So this was one of the spots that they used to do a lot of promotionals out this spot. But yeah, no doubt, man.
Nice,
I hope y'all getting a lot of information. Ask me what it is.
Yeah, man. So yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do remember this is Guerrilla Grooves Radio. We're here live. My man Chill Will from the East Side.
ChillWillMusic.com.
Get fruity.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that shit. I still say that shit on the street. If you what you talking about, I'm like, I'm getting fruity, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Chill Will.
That's what it's about, baby. We're gonna bring it back to flavors, man. That was definitely popping, you know what I mean? Because back then you had the suede valleys, you know what I'm saying? That came from that too. You know what I'm saying? When I was away, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love outside and inside the peanut pause, you know what I'm saying? But cause a lot of dudes like, yo, when you gotta do that. I mean, you know, I'm from old school. Right. Like today, you don't gotta say pause, cause it is what it is.
Right.
But I'm from the old school. I just gotta let it know this is what it is. Pause.
He said, I got love inside and outside.
Nah, you know, exactly.
Pause. So that pause was like 8 sentences in advance. I didn't even get it till like now. Like, I'm gonna get that shit till like 2017. I'm slow on that shit. That was quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, it's ChillWillMusic.com. ChillWillMusic.com. You can go out there and you can buy his old mixes, right? You can buy old mixes. You can buy the flash drive, the 4 gig flash drive. And what else can you do on that
flash
website?
drive, you check all my the current and all my old school stuff, all the blends basically.
Yeah, the blends.
You know what I'm saying? Check that out. ChillWillMusic.com. You even could follow me on all my social networks. If you want your CDs hosted by me, you know what I'm saying, all of that, you know, just hit me up, you know what I mean? I'm still relevant, I'm still doing it. I might not said a whole bunch what I'm doing, because I guess I'm going to bring a few words, but I'm here though, you feel me?
And you're always welcome back in Guerrilla Grooves Radio.
Please bring some of your artists too, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring some music and let y'all,
If you got it, man.
No fruit flavors, bitch.
Yeah, send me in the exclusives.
Yeah,
if you got that.
What we're gonna do in the future is have you do a little blend special for us.
A little set, no doubt.
And that's for the future. But ladies and gentlemen, right now with the present, go on ChillWillMusic.com. ChillWillMusic.com.
ChillWillMusic.com.
Yo, final shout outs, my brother.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Uptown, Downtown, Crosstown, and out of town. It's your boy Chill Will from the East Side. Fruit flavors, y'all.
Yeah.
You gave us the old school joint.
Yes.
Get that round of applause real quick for my brother.
Fucking yeah.
There's some grunts too. Let me get some grunts.
Yo, we getting back into this music, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, it's ChillWillMusic.com.
Chill Will, man. It's been an honor, man. It's been an honor.
Music.
It's been a pleasure, man. Just having you up here kicking it with us, man. Please come back.
Legend, DJ extraordinaire. Go check him out wherever he's at. You better follow his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting back into this music. Fred Ones, are you ready?
ChillWillMusic.com.
I think Fred Ones is ready.
ChillWillMusic.com. ChillWillMusic.com.
Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. You're always welcome back. We're gonna have him do a fucking set for y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, clap your titties and smash your feet together. This is Guerrilla Grooves Radio. We'll be back with who?
Fred Ones. We're coming back with Constant Deviance and also F.U.
Yeah.